Hey, welcome to Monday School.
Hey, welcome.
I'm back in the teen center.
We're here.
I'm back in
Hey,
the teen center.
we're 6 feet apart, though.
6 feet
We
apart.
Can't touch.
Not even can't touch us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's get to the business. First, we always give shout out to the
Got some
sponsors.
sponsors.
So I can go first.
You can go first.
Our good friends at Duck Donuts here.
Ooh.
Oh man, one of the best donuts around. You gotta be careful how you say that.
You might ruffle some feathers.
Yeah.
I'm down for that, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sure.
my first sponsor is Uno.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
It's pretty.
It's an
pretty
ultimate
fun game.
quarantine game.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a joke.
Sorry.
So Uno's my first sponsor.
Hey, and our good friends, the Cincinnati Reds. Oh man, best baseball team in Ohio. Sorry, guys.
Not lost a game this year yet.
No.
That's true.
Oh
That's
man.
true.
And a little quick shout out to the Lodi Giants of the Korean team. They start today. Monday. Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, my next sponsor actually comes from the Teen Center Lost and Found.
Never know what
I've
you're
got a
gonna get.
limited 2 unicorn watch, so that's pretty good sponsor. Also, if you lost this, it's in the Lost and Found.
Yeah. Okay. And last but not least, the official flashlight of OCC, Maglite. No junior high kids can break this. Now, next time they see me, I think they're going to try.
They
But,
might.
yeah.
It does work.
And still, yep. Good to go. Good to great.
That's pretty lit.
Yep. It's
All
lit.
right.
It is lit.
Hey, my
Oh, yeah.
my last
And last-
sponsor is Pray for One. Hopefully, you guys remember doing this when we met together
Back in the 90s.
back in the 90s. It's actually still on the blackboard, everyone's name for the Pray for One. So I hope you guys are still praying for one. And if you need to pray for someone else, do that too, because it's been a while. But
Yeah.
keep praying for people.
Yeah, and pray for opportunities, man. All right, I love it. We're going to start off with a game today.
We are going to start
Okay.
off with a game. We're going to play a little show or tell.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
So I'll go first. Here's my show or tell item. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah,
All right. That's my show or tell.
yeah.
You got a show or tell?
Yeah, I do. I've got some farm animals in my pocket. Every once in a while, I just like to take them out, roll them around, and play them. Yeah.
All right.
Throw them in the air, whatever it takes.
Just throwing some farm animals in there.
Throwing some farm animals in there. Yeah.
Farm strong.
Farm strong.
Farm strong.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, show or tell isn't as good as show and tell.
No.
So this baseball was actually a home run ball hit by Ken Griffey Jr.
Bless his heart.
When he was a Cincinnati Red. I was in line for concessions, and the ball landed literally at my feet, and I was able to pick it up, and I ran out to see who hit it, and it was Griffey.
Dude, right
So-
place, right time.
Right
man.
place, right time. So that's my cool show and tell.
Nice. Hey, my show and tell item. I don't worry. Hey, it's the game Past the Pigs. Of course. Of course. I didn't have a horse in the pocket or anything.
That'd be
like that.
impressive.
Yes.
Those
So
some big pants.
yeah, the official game of OCC youth group. One of the million. Yeah.
So show and tell
Yeah.
works a little bit better than show or tell,
Right.
right?
Definitely.
There's a little bit more meaning behind it. But man, last week we started a new series titled Mission Possible.
Yeah.
And it's all about the mission that Jesus gave the whole world to tell one another about his life, death, and resurrection. It's a big mission,
Oh yeah.
but it's not impossible. It's mission possible. But we have a problem. Last week, Pape mentioned some research that you found out that when people used one word to describe Christians, that word was
Hypocrite.
hypocrite.
Yeah.
Man, that,
Stings.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like hearing that. But that means that people's lives weren't adding up to how they talked. You know, we could let that discourage us. And to be honest, when I first heard that, it was pretty discouraging.
Yeah.
Or we could use it as a reminder that our mission is like a game of show and tell. We have to tell people what we believe, and we have to show it with our actions. It can't be show or tell. That's where the hypocritical aspect comes. So we have to do show and tell. So recap from last week, real quick. If you know Jesus, this is your mission.
Right.
Go share the good news of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection with others. Make disciples. Multiply yourselves. This was seen in the Great Commission in Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 through 20. Go out, make disciples, and followers of Christ. Share the good news.
Yeah, and before, that's in Matthew 28, that's like the last words of Jesus. Before that, Jesus sent out his disciples on a mission. Matter of fact, he sent out 72 of them. And we're going to look at the Bible today. Luke, I'm going to be in Luke chapter 10. I'm going to start in verse 1, and it'll be on the screen, or you can grab your handy-dandy Bible and follow along. Luke chapter 10, verses 1 through 4. It said, after this, the Lord appointed 72 others and sent them 2 by 2 ahead of him to every town and place where he was about to go. He told them, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into the harvest field. So there's a harvest, and guess what, man? God needs workers. Now here's the key where we get into the show and tell and the be helpful. That is what we're talking about today. It says, go, I am sending you out like lambs among wolves. Do not take a purse or a bag or sandals, and do not greet anyone on the road. When you enter a house, first say, peace to this house. And if a man of peace is there, like we talked about a few weeks ago with Lydia, if a man of peace is there, your peace will rest on him. If not, it will return to you. Stay in that house, eating and drinking whatever they give you, for the worker deserves his wages. Do not move around from house to house. When you enter a town and are welcome, eat what is set before you. And then he says, heal the sick who are there, and tell them the kingdom of God is near. And so the very first, we see Jesus sending out these 72 people, and he kind of gives them some real specific instructions. Okay? And so he says, hey, don't take a bunch of stuff with you. And, in our poll that you referenced, there was a part where it said, hey, some people are scared. And you can see why, because we're going out. It's sometimes a hostile place to the good news. People don't always appreciate what you have to say. But he says, hey, don't worry about that. Go look for a person of peace. And he says, hey, stay there, accept their hospitality, and build like a relationship. And that means, it's not going to happen overnight. Like, invest in that relationship.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. Because I don't know about you, but whenever I tell someone, the good news, tell someone about Christ, I want a decision made instantly. I want not just a decision, but I want a life change immediately.
Right. Yeah.
And when that doesn't happen, to me, that can be kind of discouraging. Like, man, I'm not sharing the gospel well enough. Why am I not able to bear fruit? But man, this says build the long-term relationship. And you'll never know what type of fruit that you're going to be able to produce 10, 15 years down the road because of a relationship that you've made with someone. You can't just bounce around house to house. You've got to invest in people.
Yeah, stick with them. Yeah, I like
Absolutely.
that. Yeah. And so he tells them, hey, don't bounce around, stick with people. And then he says, heal the sick members, like heal the sick. And like, I've never been able to heal people, but what I can do is pray and help them.
We can all do that.
Yeah. Any time that I get a chance to roll up my sleeves and serve or to give, that's what you're supposed to do. And so the moral, or to put it all in a one sentence is that Jesus sent the disciples out to build relationships and to learn to serve others, even before, while, during the time you're sharing the good news, or even before, to kind of set up a chance to share the good news. And so that, you show the good news, not just with your words, but when, tell, but you show the good news with your deeds, like when you roll up your sleeves and get to work.
Absolutely.
I love it.
That's a really good point that Pete made right there. And I want to ask a question right now. And feel free to comment, text Paper Eye. Will text you back after this, or even text your small group leader or your Sunday school teachers. They're
Smoke signal, carrier pigeon, Instagram, whatever it takes.
There's tons of people around you that, one, care for you, but two, want to continue this conversation. So here's my question. It's on the screen. If you were one of the disciples or apostles in the Bible, what part of your mission do you think would be the most difficult or scary? And man, for me, I don't know about you, Pate, but for me, it's that fear of rejection. I'm a guy who I like to be liked. I want to be friends with everyone. But when you're sharing your faith, when you're sharing the good news of Christ, people might not react the way that you want them to. They might judge you a little bit for it. They might reject you and God. Yeah. And that's kind of a scary hurdle for me to get over because I like to be liked. That might be a pride or an ego issue with me, but that's something that I've got to get over so that I can be more excited to share the gospel.
Yeah, I think everybody has that fear. I think everybody has that fear. And so, hey, go ahead and comment below. What is it that what part of the mission is the most difficult or the most scary? And for me, it's just getting started. It's just like everything. When you're procrastinating on your homework or whatever, getting started. Like when you have a good relationship with somebody and it's starting, you have the chance to share. It's getting that first word out about Jesus. That's what really, I'm already good friends with them. It's just taking that to the next level and telling them about my faith or telling them how maybe God might be speaking into their life right now. And just bringing it up, just getting started. That's hard. It's always hard.
I mean, speaking of building good relationships, you're one of my best friends.
Best friends, yeah.
We should do the best friend challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I got the OG
You
box.
got the original?
I
got the Kim Page special. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like the slide.
Yeah.
Thank you. Has that been on there and I just missed it? Okay.
That was there the first week.
Okay, good.
Not the other weeks.
Man, sometimes.
All right. Who's first? You or me?
I'll go first.
You go
I'll
first?
go first, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go first.
Oh, man, I got a couple of good ones for you today. Okay. Many of you guys know I love the game Super Tecmo Bowl, right?
Okay.
Tecmo Super Bowl. Yes, it's a Nintendo regular old school game. So how many teams do I have left to win the Super Bowl? I have a 3-year goal of trying to win with everybody. So how many teams do I have left?
Yeah, hide your board.
Yeah. I've been this is really not a very hard question because I've kind of been keeping you posted. So
I hope I paid attention.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Oh!
5. Wait, I told you last time I only had 4. I didn't. I just won with the Cardinals. That's the bottom line.
Okay.
So hey, real quick.
So really, I'd be 1 off.
You're not bad. Not bad. Hey, real quick. I have the Packers, the Steelers, and the Patriots
The
left.
Steelers.
I know. I kind of feel like I'm saving them because they're really good on the game.
I'm wearing Steelers socks right now, actually.
Oh, man.
Actually, Noah Mulpit's breadstick. He gave me these for Christmas.
Well, shout out to
Yeah.
them.
Got Juju Smith-Shoes on.
Yeah.
I love them.
Below.
All right.
The Steelers are class, man.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, man. People in Ohio don't appreciate the Steelers, but they're legit.
All right. Here's a good one.
All right.
This is between you and me.
Between me and you. Yeah.
Who gets scared easier?
Who gets scared easier? Oh, man. Okay.
All right. You ready?
I don't really know.
It's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
3,
2,
2, 1. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I feel like being a parent makes you a softie.
I've got a bad habit of trying to scare Val, my Meister, and she tried to scare me once. She was hiding behind a wall, and when I walked past, she came up behind me with a blowhorn and blew right in my ear. And I just turned around and went, "Hey, Val."
Oh, man.
And she was Not too happy about it.
It just kind of depends on, for me, like if I get scared or not. But yeah. All right. This is a paper Corey.
Okay.
Who is the bigger Star Wars fan? Who's the bigger Star Wars
Noah.
fan? Fink? Harley? All right. Who is the bigger Star Wars fan? And real quick, hey, if you want to comment which team I should take next,
Not
go
Steelers.
ahead.
Steelers should be
Not the
second
Steelers.
last.
We're going to say those for last.
So what were the other two options? The Green Bay?
Packers or Patriots. Packers or Patriots.
Mm.
And this ain't the Patriots now. This is like the 1 in 15 Patriots.
Who's the worst team on that?
That's
team?
them. Yeah.
The Patriots
Yep.
are the worst?
Yep, they're the worst. Yeah, they
All
got one or two. Okay, so
Biggest Star Wars fan.
Biggest Star Wars fan.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. Oh no! I started off hot because I saw him when I was little, and then I didn't watch again for a long time.
I might
So,
be then. I
feel-
might be.
Yeah.
I feel like you talk about it more.
Well, we've just been watching him with Drew. He just jumped on the band.
That might be why I've been
Yeah,
thinking.
it's legit. We may neither one of us might be. Oh, man. There goes the viewership.
Yikes. Okay, here's a good one. All right, to answer this one,
Yes.
what I want you to write down what is true for you and what you think is true for me.
Okay. Got it.
Okay? So here's the question. What is one of our secret talents?
Secret talents. Ooh, man. Okay. Man. How do you know I got secret talent? It's a secret. Secret talent. Oh, okay. Man, I don't. Okay. This is not very secretive for you.
For me?
Okay, I'm writing 2 down for you and maybe none for me.
You got something.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, comment what you think.
Yeah, go
Our
ahead,
secret
comment.
talent.
That's really this is a good one.
Or
This is a good one.
or comment something
your
that we should
secret
learn.
talent.
Or your secret talent.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
Ready?
You ready?
Yes.
Set.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Woodworking. Oh, and baking. Yeah.
You hit nerdy with the Greek.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I like a lot of people don't know that you cook. You
Yeah.
really do. Legit
Yeah.
cook. And I put guitar, but a lot of people know that because you're on a stage. But
Yeah.
you just don't. It's not like you flash it in front of everybody. You know. It's kind of like. Yeah. I was gonna say that I play guitar. People don't know that. Not very well. Not very well. Hidden. Very hidden.
You got
Very
one
hidden.
more? Let's do one more.
I got one more. Oh man, this is about me. How many foreign countries have I been to? How many foreign countries have I been to? Okay. Man, I had to think real quick.
Yeah.
I was there. Oh man.
I don't know this one.
Yeah. Love to travel.
All right, ready?
3, 2,
2,
1. Oh, you got it! Yes.
I was thinking
yes.
Haiti, probably Mexico,
No,
No.
Mexico. Canada,
Canada.
Haiti, Venezuela. When I was in high school, we took a mission
I
trip.
remembered that
Yeah.
one.
And then the last one time on the way in Haiti, I had to spend the night in the Dominican Republic. So it was stamped on my passport and everything. So, yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got that last one right.
Nice job. Yeah.
Hey, comment how many countries you guys
Yeah.
have been to.
Or maybe your favorite. Maybe your
Yeah.
favorite country. Even. Yeah. Got some world travelers out there, probably.
Probably.
Not like it used to be. Go
All
ahead.
right, so I want to dig back into the lesson for a little bit. So I really want to talk about how do we show people the gospel instead of just tell them about it. In some ways, I kind of feel like telling people about the gospel is easier than showing.
Yeah. Yep.
But when I read these stories, when I hear the stories like Pate read earlier, there's something I noticed. Wherever the disciples went, they brought value to others. Yeah, it's a really cool theme. But sadly, that's not our culture here.
Well, we kind of messed up.
It's gotten so bad at times that we've actually had to get a put down jar that we've put in the teen center. For every put down, that paper right here, we've been docking the students 50 cents to try to break that culture. these put downs can be through our words, through our actions. And ideally, this thing would be empty, but sadly, there's not just change in there, but there's
Some
cash.
cold hard
There's
cash
some
in
cold
there.
hard cash
Cold hard cash
in here.
Sorry about that.
But we desperately want to try to change this culture. So how did the disciples do it? Well, they brought value to others through the words that they spoke. People found the message of Jesus was the hope they needed, so they responded. The disciples brought value to others through their actions. They healed people and helped people in need. And they brought value to others through the relationships that they built. They got to know people and spent time with them. Their relationships helped them better understand how to help others. They didn't just assume they knew what others needed. They were able to really understand because they had built relationships with one another. And here's another result of bringing value to others. When we bring value to others, we earn trust and influence with them. And when you've got somebody's trust and influence, you can do some really amazing things that you couldn't have done earlier.
They'll listen to you. They'll
Absolutely.
listen to you, yeah.
So if you want to join Jesus on this mission, don't just talk, but be helpful.
Yes.
When you add value to others' lives through your words, your actions, and relationships, you'll begin to earn the right to be heard, and you can start to be helpful.
Be helpful. I like that. I like that. I want to give you an acrostic to kind of maybe put this, give some legs to this, like maybe a little takeaway. And so the acrostic is CPR, and usually we would say that's cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Very good.
But CPR, yeah, I practiced that. Thanks to you. And so CPR, though, stands for 3 words: care, pray, and respond. And so if we want to be helpful, one, we have to have the eyes to see and notice people that are in need and that need the gospel and notice them. So we've got to care, And the next thing is pray. And I love the Pray for One card. I love that reminder. Man, I kind of took a break from that. True confessions, man. I was doing that just like every day, and then I fell off the bus a little bit. So anyway, I want to jump on that. Pray for one. Pray for an opportunity to show God's love. And then R, it doesn't do any good just to notice and to pray if you don't actually roll up your sleeves and respond. Get to work and be helpful. When you've got some influence and trust, you can respond with the opportunity that God puts in your way. And so make sure that you care, pray, and respond. Roll up your sleeve, be helpful, and get to work. Get your hands dirty a little bit.
Hey, speaking of rolling up your sleeves and putting your hands to work,
Oh, yeah.
we're going to play one more game.
Okay. All right.
This is a game that I really enjoy, brought to you by Trades of Hope.
Hope.
That's our
a good place.
next
That's a
sponsor.
good thing.
My
That's a good
sister
thing.
will love that shout out.
Yeah.
Man, so what we're going to do is we've got 2 armholes cut out. I'm going to
Check.
put something in the box, and Pape is going to try to feel around and guess what it is.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. I'm ready.
So I've got my stuff hidden here.
I'm a little nervous.
I'll start off easy.
I'm
nothing's
a
gonna
little nervous.
Nothing's gonna bite you. Nothing's gonna bite you.
Oh, that'd be all right.
All right.
That'd be all right. I'm not looking.
All right.
I'm
So
not
the first one, you got your eyes closed. I'm gonna show the
Yep.
people what it is.
Got it.
Here's the first item. Okay.
Okay.
It's in the box. Go ahead.
I can open my eyes.
You
now.
can open your eyes now.
No. Oh my. Am I closed?
You're close.
It's air. I'm missing. Oh. Okay. Oh, I got it.
What is it?
It's an Army man.
Yeah.
I gave that to you.
Yeah.
Don't tell Drew. Sorry, Drew. That's not yours.
All right. This one a little bit harder.
Okay.
Close your eyes. I'll show the crowd. This
One
is
for one.
This is what we've got.
I need to
Okay.
quit while I'm ahead.
Isn't that cute? All right. This one's a little taller, so you should be able. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh. Ah. Okay. It's some kind of troll. It's a wind-up toy with a. I don't know.
What's your final guess?
It's a troll. It's one of those little troll dolls. Where you like.
Yeah, that's
What is it?
show everyone. It's a troll.
Oh, man.
Actually, got this
Man.
from McDonald's today in
Shout
their
out. 5-star.
happy meal.
5-star.
So it's got a little wave going to
man.
it.
We got one for the boys the other day, and it was like doing the floss. I thought of you.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
All
I
right,
should have stole it from.
all right. Got your eyes closed. I got two more things.
2 more things.
All right, here's what's going on. You didn't see it, did you?
No, I didn't.
All right.
I can't see past the box.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, there's like, this is cold. So, am I allowed to put my hands in the bag?
You can if you'd like to.
Will that help me guess it?
It might.
I'm a gamer.
You're a
It's
gamer?
not going to kill me, is it?
Probably not.
Okay. Oh, it's Jello. Is it? Oh, my final guess is Jello.
Wrong.
Oh,
Why don't you pull your hands out and
I
say
don't want to. Oh, mustard! Oh, yeah! Oh, nice.
Not
Nice.
just mustard. It's mustard with oatmeal mixed in.
Oh, mustard,
So,
of course.
Try to make it a
Good
little
breakfast
more
of
difficult.
champions. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I appreciate you maybe not making me stick my hand all the way in it. That was
You're welcome.
disgusting.
You're welcome.
Oh man,
All right. Last
I could
thing.
smell it all day. Oh well.
This is a
Last
combo.
Black combo.
Okay. So you're trying to guess the contents of it, not just what it is. Okay. So
The contents,
if you can
not
see
word.
what
Okay.
what's in here,
Okay.
I'll be very impressed if you get this one.
Man,
All right.
nice job on the box, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Is this messy? Is this one messy?
No,
Oh, okay.
not as much.
Okay. So I see the mug,
Okay.
and I'm
How do
guessing.
you see it?
Well, with my hand. I see it with my hand, and I'm guessing.
You got to guess what's in the mug.
I know, but I'm guessing this is your Johnson mug.
It is not.
Ooh. Okay, it's your Orville mug.
It is.
Ah. And can I put my finger inside?
Yep. You probably have to tilt it a little bit to feel what's in
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's a cheat. Can I eat it?
You can eat it.
Like Cheez-Its.
It's not Cheez-Its.
Oh,
There's-
wait.
There's
Oh,
two
wait.
things in there.
Okay, there's powder
Mhm.
and there's okay. I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm gonna go hot chocolate and saltine.
Saltines is right.
Oh,
The second powder is coffee.
Coffee. Is it
Coffee
creamer?
creamer.
Yeah.
Coffee
Oh
creamer.
man, I was so close.
That was good.
Oh
that was
man.
really good.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Wow.
you gotta roll up your hands.
You gotta
Man,
roll
You gotta
up-
roll up your sleeves and get your hands to work. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Be helpful.
And people, they need to hear the message you had to share. But first, they might have to see your message displayed through your actions. Right? It was easier for the audience and for me to guess what was in the box because we were able to see it. You were close, but you would have been a lot closer if I told you what I was putting in the box.
Right. Yeah.
So similarly, the world needs you to show people the good news of Christ
Mhm.
and tell them about it. If you want to join Jesus on his mission, start here. Be helpful with your words, with your actions, with your relationships, just like the disciples. And then watch what God can do with your growing influence. Practice CPR, care, pray, and respond, and see what God can do with willing hands and a willing heart.
Absolutely. Be helpful. I like it. Well done, man. I love those games. That
Yeah,
was a
that
good
was
one,
fun.
man. He did the games, by the way. He made that happen. So hey, we got a couple announcements, right?
Couple of announcements,
Absolutely. You got the first one, I think. Is
First
you
one.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got High Voltage Zoom this Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Hey, this would have been the blowout May 6th.
Mm.
Made me sad when I realized.
Yeah.
So this will be the last weekly High Voltage Zoom for a while. So please join us Wednesday at 4 o'clock as we try to have some fun online.
We're gonna blow
and-
it out
and
on
have-
Zoom.
have
Blow
some
it out on
awesome-
Zoom.
Absolutely.
That's all we can do. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Man, you got some great leaders on there.
I do.
Oh man, I don't want to pick one because okay. Number next, high school Zoom. We're going to Zoom every other Sunday night for the foreseeable future.
Cool.
Well, until the end of June, I think. And so that doesn't really put too much more on you. But so we'll see how it goes. Sunday nights on Zoom, 7 o'clock. It's been a blast. We played some crazy games.
That's for all high schoolers?
All high schoolers, yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Next one. Hey, on Sundays, we've got our OCC live stream services.
Yeah.
Hey, this past Sunday, Mulpus and Jesse,
Jesse.
they were
very
so good. Jonathan, leading worship, doing some new songs. Those were awesome.
Yeah.
He's very talented. And Mondays, interactive Sunday school, Monday school, which is
where you're at.
what you're watching
Yeah.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Please
Make sure you share.
Yeah,
Please share
like,
this.
subscribe,
Yeah.
share all those
Yeah.
YouTube.
Don't
words.
share the virus. Share this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And hey, he's not telling you this, but he's on the live stream next Sunday. So watch.
I am.
Yeah, you're preaching next Sunday, right? The
No,
10th.
no.
Just kidding. He's not. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, anyway, I thought you were. Okay, number next, CIY. And real quick, this Wednesday night, we're going to have a Zoom to talk to the parents and see what's going on with that. So just FYI, CIY information is coming at you soon. And number next.
Hey, staying connected. Tuesday, Thursdays, we're going to have our interactive posts on social media. So like those polls that you guys don't vote on, be sure to vote for those. And Wednesday, Fridays, we've got our 60-second shots of encouragement. Man, like you said, Nathan and Sandy Troy, man, they did an awesome job on that. Hey, so be looking for those on social media as well.
We've been having a lot of fun on the social media. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing, but it's been good. It's been good to connect. So yeah, and.
Hey, Mission Indy, this is subject to change and still in talks with them. We're not really sure what this looks like yet, but for right now, the way it's going to be is July 19th through 25th. It's $100 for the trip. A deposit of $50 is due by May 13th, and these are for students who have completed grades 6 through 7. So if you want to go, get your serve on. Mission Indy is a great place to do.
That's awesome. I love Mission Indy. And number last, Round Lake. I know what they've said lately is they're waiting until 5 weeks before to cancel the camp. So this is still on July the 12th through the 17th. We've got a handful of adults going. We've got a handful of kids going, and then Randy and Sarah, they put a great week together.
Oh, it was awesome. Great week.
Awesome. And so that's going to be awesome. You can find out if you go to roundlake.org, the Round Lake website, and they aren't requiring a deposit now to hold your spot. So you lose nothing if you sign up for that week of camp and it ends up getting canceled or you end up deciding not to go. So really cool, really cool. So yeah,
I think that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Hey, join us next week for another edition of Monday School. I don't know about you, but I've actually really enjoyed doing these.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad to be back in the same room filming.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's been
really
awesome.
nice.
And you've done it. Hey, he's done a great job putting that together while when we call in together. So, Corey, kudos to you on that.
You as well.
And we've got to, just don't forget, man, be helpful, mission possible, share your faith, and make disciples. Have a good week.
See you guys.